Now, today, former Prime Minister and ODM leader Raila Odinga was in Kisii, where he was expected to address the people of Kisii. And he addressed the people of Kisii in the said consultative meetings that Raila Odinga has been conducting all over the country, so that he will know his way forward in regards to the politics of the republic. That he will know whether I should continue working with William Ruto or I should exit. But to the surprise of many, as one Cornelius K. Rono, the advocate and a friend of a former friend to William Ruto, says, Kisii ODM MPs, senators, and MCAs boycotted Raila Odinga's meeting today. They have said they will not be arranged again, hawatapangwa tena. In fact, Simba Arati, who is the governor of Kisii and who was in attendance by virtue of being the deputy party leader of ODM, told Mzee Raila Odinga that Kisii will never be part of bread-based government. Now, Raila, while speaking, he addressed the people of Kisii and sent out a very clear signal to one Fred Matiangi, who hails from the said county. And Raila Odinga said that Kisii votes cannot make, only the Kisii votes cannot make Fred Matiang'i the president of the Republic of Kenya. He deserves to be with other leaders. He deserves to form coalition with the government so that he can plan on a way forward so that he can come now and declare his bid for the presidency. Mm? And looking at it, Raila asema Matiang'i hawezi kuchaguliwa kuwa rais kupitia kura za jamii ya Kisii. Now I want to make you understand what Raila Odinga meant. He is calling one Matiang'i. Matiang'i, it's time you come and join us. Raila downplays the Matiang'i presidency. Raila Odinga downplays former CS Fred Matiang'i's presidential bid. Raila says Matiang'i will have a mountain to climb, cannot be elected on the basis of support from his ethnic community. And I see sense in this. Currently, the Kisii community have two candidates that are eyeing the presidential seat. One is the former Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, and one of the most competent Chief Justice that this country has ever had. That is David Maraga. And there is the former Cabinet Secretary of Interior, Fred Matiang'i. Now, ODM MPs and MCAs and Senator that those that did not join Raila Odinga today, they are sending out a signal to Raila Odinga. We have our candidates that we are going to back come the year 2027. So there is no need of us joining you there. We have David Maraga, we have Fred Matiang'i. And so Raila Odinga realized these people, they are playing the cards of tribalism here, and I am the master in that game. So allow me to tell Matiang'i the truth. Now this one tells us there is a difference of what Raila Odinga thinks and what Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta thinks. Why? Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and his Jubilee Party endorsed the presidency of Fred Matiang'i as their presidential candidate through the Jubilee Party come the year 2027. Are we together? So after endorsing Fred Matiang'i, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta met with Raila Odinga a few days ago. Now, after meeting with Raila Odinga, a lot of speculations came up. The speculations said that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, in a way, had gone to convince Raila Odinga to step down from trying to become, to join William Ruto's broad-based government. Are we together? So, how come that Uhuru is supporting Matiang'i's bid and Raila Odinga isn't? That tells you that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Odinga have not come into a conclusion on the way forward in regards to this deal that Raila Odinga is being offered by William Ruto to work as a co-president or as a nusu mukate government with William Ruto in this Kenya Kwanza administration. Now, a lot of people have sent out messages, and more so, people are requesting Matiang'i to return into the country and to start his campaigns if he is really serious with vying for the presidency. You know, one thing that we all can say, Wezi, you can't vie for the president of Kenya and unafanya kazi Marekani. You can't. You can't vie. You can't campaign for your presidential bid in the country while you are working in America, or you are working in Canada, or you are working in Argentina or Mexico. You have to come in the ground. So Fred Matiang'i should come and listen to the ground. He should see what is happening. But the Kisii people are currently divided on Matiang'i and David Maraga. They are of these opinions. There are those that are saying Matiang'i humiliated us while he was serving under President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And others are saying we will support David Maraga because David Maraga has a competent track record of being a person that puts the interest of the people of the Republic of Kenya first. And a lot of advocates and lawyers and senior counsels in the country have requested David Maraga to run for the presidency. And David Maraga has answered them because as of today also, Maraga attended a certain function that was in Nairobi, and in the said function, Maraga made his bid for the presidency. Now, the former Chief Justice David Maraga started stated that if given the opportunity to govern Kenya, his leadership will be anchored on strict adherence to the law, transparency, and tackling corruption. Speaking at the People Dialogue Festival on Thursday, March 6, 2025, Maraga, who served as the Kenyan's Chief Justice from 2016 to 2021, emphasized that his hypothetical presidency would prioritize the rule of law above all else. And I quote him, "If I was to be given the privilege to govern this country, I would get everybody to obey the law. The moment you have everybody obeying the law, everything will fall into place," he said. Now, according to the former Chief Justice, strict adherence to legal frameworks would automatically address the physical management issues that plague the country. The moment you get everybody obeying the law, the question of money going or not going through the consolidated fund would end. The moment of diverting funds from a given project to another would end and the country would run smoothly. Now, Maraga identified corruption as the primary challenge facing Kenya and many other African countries. Now, let's speak about Maraga's political future in comparison to that of Matiang'i. This statement Maraga added is an addition to Maraga's growing list of remarks concerning his potential candidacy in the upcoming general election. In recent months, he has voiced concerns that the country has strayed off course and needs a dedicated, honest, and straightforward leader to guide it back to the right path. Several politicians have rallied behind him, encouraging him to run for the presidency on February 1st, 2025. Sabot, member of parliament and also a member. Caleb Amisi said, if Kenyans are looking for a new start, get Maraga out of retirement, mobilize resources, and campaign for him. The rest are usual politics, dinosaurs, or representatives of bogus status quo. They will not sell against Ruto. It must be real and believable. A renaissance, he wrote. Now, in January 2025, Maraga publicly opposed abduction of young activists who are critical of critics of President William Ruto's administration. Are we together? When you look at it in that manner, you realize that although Raila Amolo Odinga is walking into William Ruto's government, Raila Amolo Odinga is losing in a way some certain places. Let's speak. Now, this is Kisii County that even if Raila Amolo Odinga enters into an agreement with William Ruto, they will not be voting for William Ruto because they have their own candidate. When we come to the Mulembe Nation, as we suggested earlier, one Natembeya has been rallying the Mulembe Nation against Ruto. And if in a way the opposition picks George Natembeya as the running mate of the opposition's presidential candidate, there is no way that the Mulembe nation will vote for William Ruto. They will vote for their son who will be in the opposition. So that, which means Kisii and Nyamira, those are either Matiangis or Maraga's people. When you go to Trans Nzoia, that is Natembeya's political base, come to Kakamega, go to Bungoma, go to Vihiga. Are you together? Go to Busia. These people will rally behind either their candidates that will be in the ballot box, or they will rally behind the candidate that will be fronted by the community as a presidential candidate. We know that Busia Senator Okiya Omtata has made also his bid that he might run for presidency come the year 2027. So this tells you that a lot of votes, people are divided. The only counties that are loyal to Raila Amolo Odinga and they will follow him are the counties from the Nyanza region. That includes Homa Bay, Siaya, Kisumu, Migori. Are we together? When you look at it in that manner, utagundua ya kwamba hata impact ya Raila Amolo Odinga kujoin William Ruto, it's so limited. For now, we completed there. I urge you to leave your comment on the comment section on what you think in regards to what is going on and the Kisii leaders boycotting Raila Amolo Odinga's meeting.